Backyard. 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 Backyard.
Well, good morning. Mike from J&L Nutrition on the Backyard Store here in Perham.
I'm Bo Brune, and I'm employed here at Backyard.
So we're doing another episode of Bo Knows as the new kid on the block here. Bo, how long have you been with J&L now?
Oh, I've been part-time probably about 4 years now, but Joe just hired me on last April. So I've been kind of running through the seed business a little bit, and now I get to run out. I have acid and anything that they kind of really need, if they need acid for their hay or molasses for their cattle or stuff or like that, or just kind of all-around type of guy right here. So
A few months ago, you described yourself, and I think it's appropriate, as the utility man.
yes, I think that's a pretty good name out there, actually. I think so. If we could get that utility guy going, that'd be great.
Yeah, it's. I'm fairly sure I'm only in the office a few times a month, but I think every day is an adventure for Bo. When he shows up, he maybe thinks he knows what he's going to do, but your plan is to go to Henning and get feed, and you might be going to...
Yeah, way up north by Fertile or, who's that?
Up to Hendrum.
Hendrum, there you go. Hendrum, Halstead, all those guys up there. So it's pretty nice working here because, like you said, you think you're doing one thing and you'll do something else. You don't ever do the same thing in the same day, which is very good because repetitiveness can get a little dull at points. But Joe likes to keep it spiced up a little bit, and I kind of like that. It just keeps everything going. Keeps the day kind of moving, too. So a lot of warehouse help and everything like that. Just if we get shipments in, I like to get all that in, get the inventory on the computer just so we know what we're going through. But then, like he said, if I need to go out to a bunch of farms, I need to go to a bunch of farms. And it's just kind of nice to get to know the guys around the area. And then all of our clientele is big time. So that's kind of what I'm learning right now.
Yeah, and I really appreciate it. You know, for those of you who don't know, I live north of Moorhead, and I just make a call over to Perham here, and, you know, whether it's Bo or Jerry, things just happen, and later in the day I get a call or a text that it was done, and occasionally Bo ends up with the truck in the ditch. There was one time.
And if we had four-wheel drive, I would have pulled myself right out. But lessons to be learned. Lesson learned.
But we have good customers, and we found where he was and came to the rescue. And for those of you who know Jerry Kunza, he was with him that day, so don't just blame Bo, right, Bo?
Yep. He took me down a gravel road that led into a field, but that's another story. We don't like to talk about that anymore.
So what have you done since you've been here, part-time or full-time, that you think is the most interesting thing that you've been asked to do?
Mm-hmm. Kind of like maybe a lot of the seed. A lot of the seed has like it's just different varieties of it. So kind of getting into that business is kind of cool. And like now that the crops are starting to grow and all the beans and corn and alfalfa is going up and up, it's kind of nice to see different varieties and how they yield or how they're growing so far. And it's pretty nice to I don't know, just kind of, I've never really learned this business before, so it's a learning curve, but at the same time I kind of like it. I enjoy what I do now, so it's just kind of nice to get into a new business and kind of just since that's the only thing you have to do, you kind of just focus on that. And it's been coming along, and I think I've learned a little bit. I'm sure I'll learn more in the fall time when we get more seed in and everything. Like hopefully I'll put my business shoes on here and sell a couple bags of seed and stuff like that here come wintertime and next spring. But I think that's probably the most cool part about this so far, anyways. And yeah, it's just kind of neat. And all the clientele it's everywhere, so I kind of travel kind of everywhere, so it's kind of nice to just kind of know the landscape, I guess, and you could say, and where all the people are.
Yeah. Bo at some point could end up all the way out in Cogswell, North Dakota, down to Millerville or Sauk Center, past Nimrod, up to Fertile, like you mentioned. So I think you told me once, being raised in Perham, you're getting places you'd heard of, but you never knew where they were.
Exactly, yeah. Like, went down to Millerville. I thought that was just maybe a town with a huge bar in it and something like that. So it's kind of cool little town up there. Like I said, I go up to Hendrum, and that's a little haul up there. It's a nice little short drive for Mikey here, but Hendrum's a little town I never really heard of, but it's kind of nice here. So, yeah.
Yeah, no, we just wanted to get you introduced to Bo as our latest full-time employee at the backyard and J&L Nutrition. And as you can probably tell by this, he's involved in a little bit of everything from the warehouse to delivery to working the counter in the store.
Yep.
And he's been quite an asset, so come on in and meet him. Anything you want to say in closing, Bo?
No, I just, yeah, like Mike said, come on into the backyard, or maybe I'll see you guys out on the farm someday, and come in, enjoy the backyard. We got a whole bunch of stuff from meats and cheeses to dog and pet food, and all the way to all stock and cattle and everything like that. So come on into the backyard and see me, see the gang, and you guys have a great day. See you guys next time.
Yard. 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 Yard.